Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Now, like I said, I'm going to start dead money in this episode. But there's one thing I forgot that was going to happen. And I wanted to get that before I actually went to the DLC. And that's when you leave the tops. Well, two things, really. Any day now. There he is.
The eyes of the mighty Kaisar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaisar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
How did you find me here?
I am the greatest of Kaisar's frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
Why does Caesar want to see me?
Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Kaisar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
So that happens. Then this happens.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
So basically, between him, Mr. House,
Lose a few caps, huh? Just the place.
and Yes Man, you have the four main starter points for the four main quest lines. So basically, you can side with the Strip. That would be Mr. House. You can side with the NCR, which is, I believe that's their place there, unless it's further in. I don't remember. I think that's their place. Yeah, the LVB station. You can side with Caesar's Legion, which is you go to Cottonwood Cove and Fortification Hill. Or you don't side with anyone and decide to run New Vegas yourself. And that's with Yes Man. And while that sounds like the shittiest thing to do, even compared to Caesar's Legion, you're actually personally better at running those New Vegas than any of them, because they're kind of all... They have their own goals. Well, Caesar, of course, is the worst because he's just going to enslave everyone. NCR is outstretching. It's like how far it can actually control. Like, they don't have a grasp of what they can control. So they're overdoing it, and then it's, you know, thinning your forces. So they'll become a disaster to manage. Mr. House has his own weird intentions. He kind of just wants to rule everything, but he's not that bad compared to the other two. Still a little weird because he just wants to fuck over everyone who isn't basically New Vegas. And doing it yourself means you get to pick basically how everyone is handled, which to me is the best option. So I just wanted to, I'm further past than this. I just wanted to put this point just so you could see those two interactions. So I'm going to cut here. And we're back. So between the recordings, I did some stuff. I got some items. I'm now level 20 because they recommend you be that level when you go into dead money. It's a toughie. I'm not gonna lie. These are my these are the perks I've taken. If it matters to any of you, I got all the implants. I did a bunch of gambling, got lots of money, sold some stuff. These are my current stats. As far as items go, I really didn't get that much. I got a Gatling laser now, but I can't really even use it to its full capacity because it requires 100 energy weapons. I got the Lucky Shades. That one is going to be the only example of me cheating in this game, because the Lucky Shades, normally you have to be friendly with Caesar's Legion, which gives you access to their safe house, which then has the Lucky Shades in them. But they're assholes, and I really don't want to side with them if I don't have to at all. I'd rather just be their worst nightmare. So I just added them manually. That's it. I got some of these ammo. I went through and did Vigilant Recycler and got a whole bunch of ammo. I did a lot of stuff off screen. Guess that's it. Before I go, I forgot I can check these. I think you can buy from these, or you can... Yeah, no, these just give you magazines. And they refresh every so often, too. Getting lots of Phantoma Physician, Programmer's Digest. Locksmith's be there. Okay. Alright. So I'd say I'm ready-ish. Let's go. Well, first of all, it would be this one. And that requires going here. Oh, right, you two. They can't come with me to the DLC.
What's up?
So, it's time for us to
Why
part
does
ways.
everyone always say that?
I just think we should write now.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
See, another nice thing is when you dismiss companions in this game, they automatically go. Bye, Eddie. See you later. This might be my favorite DLC in any game. Or it's close. I really like Minerva's Den, Burial at Sea. Oh, that's interesting. He has Cloud. So this DLC takes place in a place called the Sierra Madre. Oh, see, it tells you here. Dead Money takes you to an extremely dangerous area of the Mojave Wasteland, a one-way journey until your business at the Sierra Madre is finished. In normal mode, you'll encounter new traps, enemies, and new companions whose lives are tied to yours. In hardcore mode, you'll be fighting the environment as well, a toxic city that erodes health over time. Companions are more vulnerable, and so are you. Dead Money is recommended for experienced couriers, level 20+. If up to the challenge, continue on. The Sierra Madre grand opening awaits, and has been for 200 years. Okay. So you're gonna walk in here, and... Oh! I forget if the intro for this one plays the copyrighted music. Maybe I'll talk over it. Let's see. Wow. Well, can't see shit. Alright.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses.
That's really bright.
Foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead. Buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go.
Okay, well, they didn't have to mute anything. It was oddly quiet to begin with.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
What are you talking about?
It's like that Pip-Boy on your wrist. except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the caller will go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept your situation, the better.
What do you want?
That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps. You'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
So I need others to pull off this heist? Who?
Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk to her. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it.
Why would you do that?
Because in some respects, breaking into the Sierra Madre is easier than breaking human instinct. Greed. The villa is filled with corpses. Some killed by the dangers here, some by me. Others turned on each other. Once they realized the Sierra Madre could be theirs, they cared nothing for their freedom, their survival, or each other.
Are they all dead?
The ones brought here live on only in what they've left behind. Their marks, graffiti on the walls, and victims they've killed. Some tried to help, left supplies and healing for others who came. Their reward? They were tracked down, killed by others with baser instincts. Some of these murderers went as far as to leave traps behind them, turning markers for help into death traps for anyone following them. It killed some of them when they forgot where the traps were, or when they desperately needed the assistance they had cut others off from.
How many of these victims did you bring here?
Too many. This place is dangerous. And its quarantine measures, its hazards, have claimed many failures upon failures. You think I wanted to place collars on you to ensure compliance? No. If robots could have done this, I would have sent them. The Sierra Madre is a complicated lock. Cracking it open requires human hands.
Where's my gear?
The Sierra Madre has many defenses, means of screening guests for illicit or dangerous items. Your arrival here, weaponless, was not my intention. The casino, this villa, it takes anything with even a trace of radioactivity, traces of unknown substances, and returns it home, the bunker. The process is automated, and the casino itself has other similar services. I was unable to find a workaround except to send others in as tools. Still, I have not left you defenseless, and the Sierra Madre's security, in some respects, can help you if you are resourceful enough.
What do you mean?
This place is well preserved. Few who came here ever returned. All the treasures of the old world lie scattered about, virtually untouched. Search, hunt, craft what you can from what you find. The trash of the pre-war era can keep you alive. Food, knives, more. Use them. Even the villa's toxins and the residue it leaves behind can be shaped into tools and weapons. Gather it as well. Also, there is one more thing in your possession. A rifle that will keep you alive, as surely as the caller will.
What is this rifle?
It is a hollow rifle, a weapon I constructed when I arrived. I have since made superior models and modifications. For now, that tool will have to do until you find other weapons, and I suggest you do. The hollow rifle's ammo is limited. Still, it should serve well enough. I fashioned it from the holograms of the villa and used it against the villa's living inhabitants.
Inhabitants? There's people here? There's not people.
Yes, inhabitants. Avoid them if you can. They are difficult to kill. Whatever has created them, bullets, explosions, energy, it can make them inert for a time, then they seem to crawl back up, restored. Perhaps it's the cloud. Perhaps something in their physiology.
What is the cloud?
The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You may smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur. Burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. As for its origins, I'm not certain. Pre-war industrial pollutants. Something in the Sierra Madre structure. It is unique across the wasteland. And deadly. It has kept this place preserved since the Great War.
Look, suppose you kill me?
The air here is lethal only if you enter concentrated pockets of the cloud. Too long inside one, you'll die, so be careful where you step. I've seen some survive concentration of the cloud for short periods of time, if healthy enough. Others were too weak. Rebreathers, chemical suits, there is no protection against it. It decays all it touches. I found fighting it useless.
Any safe place to rest?
Anywhere sheltered from the cloud. Inside buildings, tunnels. Any place not exposed to the outside air. Anything the cloud has touched has preserved it one way or another. But only the holograms in the villa truly remain.
What holograms are you talking about?
Ghosts. They fill the villa. More in the casino. Much more. They carry out the functions the dead once did. They cannot be harmed. They only perform the same rote tasks until their power dies. They are of no consequence, except for the security holograms, the ones with the silhouettes of the armored Sierra Madre guards.
Why?
Most holograms perform specific functions. The security holograms, ever since the bombs fell, now perform their function. They will kill anyone they detect. They are immune to guns, weapons, EMPs, even energy weapons. Still, they have limitations. Their design limits their field of view, enough to avoid detection. Each has an emitter. Destroy or disable it, and they cease to be a threat. Still, at least they still work as intended. Other technology here is more of a threat to you. Notably, the villa's radios and speakers.
Radios and speakers?
Yes, music was intended to be broadcast all over the villa. Over time, however, the radio signal has decayed and emits a different frequency. Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do.
They can set off my collar?
Yes, but not immediately. You'll hear a beep from your collar's detonator. When you do, step back, scan the area, and find the signal source. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio. The damaged speakers are sparking. Hard to miss. The casings are resistant to vandalism. Punching or hitting them will not destroy them.
So how do I destroy the radios and speakers then?
Gunshots, energy blasts, even spears thrown with great force can puncture their exterior. Shielded speakers can't be destroyed at all. You'll need to avoid them or switch them off via a terminal. I'll leave the method up to you.
Do I have other questions? Let's see.
I am short on patience, and you are short on time.
What is... Well, you already explained with this place. How did I get here? How did I get here?
I brought you here. There are mechanisms in place once the traps across the Mojave are sprung. For now, your sole focus should be the Sierra Madre and how to get inside. Until then, you won't leave alive.
So find 3 people bomb collars, bring them back here.
I've downloaded the instructions and markers on your Pip-Boy, in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on your wrist. Get the other 3 here. After that, I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go.
Who are these people?
One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller unknown, although the caller helps. The other 2, well, we'll have to see what the trap's got.
Any suggestions who I should get first?
Yes. Caller 8, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He's docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I lost contact with him some time ago. Probably after he dragged you here from the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller unknown.
Oh, I can ask what FEV is. Cool.
A long story. FEV, a virus, is an even longer story. It gave birth to the docile one. Turned them into a super mutant long ago.
Okay. That's it.
Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you.
So now it's giving me the quest to find the other callers. What did that say? Try to leave and boom. Huh. Well. Oh, so getting close. Oh. Oh, playing card. Well, that's creepy background sound. If I remember, this is supposed to be... There it is. Hey. Wait, let me look at my map. I have the whole map? That's bizarre. So this is dead money. This place is cool. Creepy. I like this DLC, well, probably because I like creepy stuff in general. But there's just something about this. It's... Oh wow, how about that? Oh wow, he gave me the shittiest ammo possible. 50? I can work with those though. So this DLC, instead of caps, you actually want to collect Sierra Madre chips. Another thing you want to collect is scrap metal and fission batteries. Or something else you can use later on in the DLC. And because I have Vigilant Recycler, I can actually turn fission batteries into microfusion cells or energy cells, and then convert them to microfusion cells. It's the whole thing. Let me just quickly look around. Oh, hello. Single chip. Quest. I want... Yeah, okay, perfect. Dog first. Hello. So once again, it's actually good to collect food, because you don't get any stimpaks. Oh! Here's a Sierra Madre vending machine. This is an unusual looking crafting station. As you approach, lines of tiny holographic items appear on the dispensing tray. Wireframe schematics and lists of consumables the machine can assemble and package for the consumer. There's a slot on the side with a Sierra Madre symbol. The slot does not look part of the original design. So yeah, you can buy stuff from these vending machines. Oh. Okay, so I should also be collecting cigarette cartons and packs. So right now there's not much I can get from it, but you can actually find recipes and... are they technically recipes? They're just schematics for the machine to make. And some of them actually include things like weapon upgrades, which is a little strange. Also, this DLC itself has some really cool weapons. The holo rifle is one thing. You can get a little revolver. It's like a way more powerful... I think it's a .357 caliber pistol, but it's really, really good. It's called a police pistol. You can also get a heavy machine gun. Or, I guess it's called a light machine gun. There. I just got 40 extra chips. So, yeah, this is dead money. I'll actually really begin it. That was all the intro and dialogue and stuff. You know, New Vegas is a little better on lore than Fallout 3 was, so there's more dialogue in general. But I'll actually begin the DLC and exploration and all that in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.